everyone, welcome to Omni Dinosaur Plays Kentucky Route Zero. Today we're beginning Act 4. Woot woot. As you can see on this lovely title screen, there are only 4 acts. If any of you are familiar with the game or have checked out its Steam page by some chance, you would notice that the description says that there should be 5 acts. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. 5th act hasn't come out. It's been, 5 years? So, theoretically, we're reaching a climax of some sort, I guess, right? Sort of? I don't know. Let's see where this goes, though, right? Cool. I'm obnoxious, I get it. Start the game. Black screen is my favorite. Ah, yes. Mammoth. Are you alive? You're not. You're electronic. Nailed it. I still can't hear the game. Who is this? Homie, you look like you're ready to surf, but you've got a hoodie on. 5.4. Context backlash. Oh, excuse me. Goodness, body stop. General wear on the gestural gear mounting apparatus 5A-1 may result in undesirable play between teeth and the context and history state machine gears, causing stuttering, slippage, resetting, skipping. Items, well. I would definitely say it's stuttering. It could be slippage. No, it's stuttering. If left unresolved, gear slop can gradually throw limbs out of alignment, blend motions, and decontextualize gestures. See also sections 1.8, General Troubleshooting, and 5.3, Gesture Context. I guess context would be good. 5.3, Gesture Context. All gestures happen in a context. The set of preceding gestures, their overall orientation, and extended variables such as time of day and interior affect gear angles. Must be missing a page. I ought to read it back to front. My savior, our friend here is in a bad way. Any insight? Okay, so this is Junebug. Yeah, I imagine the bug doesn't want to be near the, mammoth. I care to stay clear of high voltage these days. I do not blame you, especially down here on the water, I mean. Sure, it's dangerous, but this is where she lives. And what brings you down to the Echo tonight? Just tagging along. Huh, that doesn't sound like you. I guess they know each other. We dragged some folks to a show, just returning the favor. I'm sure your new friends appreciate the company. It's no shame to be lonesome. We picked you up at the Bureau tonight. Never seen you that far upriver before. I hope it doesn't mean you've been traveling on the Zero. The Bureau has great acoustics. The Bureau has bears, alright? Have you been there, the Zero? Oh, no, not me. This old river rat steers clear of weird hideaways. I've been traveling this river for more than half my life, more or less alone. I think I've seen it change quite a bit in all those years, but I can't say for sure. The water has a peculiar way of making a person forgetful. I mean, it's that you just travel the interstate. I don't know what you're missing. Some nights I remember a place, but it's full of strange, new people, and some nights I meet an old friend on an unfamiliar shore. I wonder which kind of night this is. Act 4, Scene 1. The Mucky Mammoth. Oh boy, that's not what my brain saw written there. Ooh, are you gonna wiggle like this? Wiggle. Sway is the word. Imagine folks just like wiggling up the stream. Alright, this is gonna get me really dizzy. Kate, who are you? Is that a doggo? Is it my doggo? That doesn't look like my dog. My doggo has floppy ears. I have to pet him. Or her. I have to pet the doggo. God, this is so sideways. I can't tell if that's white or yellow. Alright, it's white. How's that cold river spring treating you? I thought you saw you squinting. It's hard water, you know. Hard on the eyes. Still irritates mine a little, and I'm piloting a tugboat through it 6 nights a week. Don't be too shy to close them in public. Your eyes, I mean. People will just assume you're thoughtful. You need tea. So... Agrosiv etiqueta? I don't know how you pronounce that. Peppermint and dried sprigs of agaricus, milk thistle, and dried reishi? Words. What are those for? Eye strain. Dried spring agaricus masks the taste of the rest of it. Dried reishi, in particular, has an eccentric flavor profile. It's mushroom based. I'm a big believer in the fungal pharmacy. Yeah? Dog! Clearly the most important of questions is that you're a pupper. Yeah, that's Valkyrie. I call her Val. She's a rescue. Isn't she dignified? I always thought so. Very dignified. I hope you enjoy the trip on our little mammoth. Take advantage of all the amenities. Fresh air, cozy books, hot tea, the video room. There's some pretty interesting tapes down there, actually. Unusual, I mean. Weird. Watch out that VCR doesn't take your hand off, though. It's untrustworthy. That was a strange combination of verbs. Not verbs. Ugh, adjectives. What's wrong with the VCR? I could take a look. Oh, please do. I don't know anything about electronics. Maybe try a few different tapes so you'll get the picture. Hey, do me a favor. Go ask Will how the repairs are going, and if he needs anything, we're coming up on the next stop here. Just fielding and picking up a few things. I can grab a bolt or some wire or something, whatever he needs. Well, eyes on the road. Haha. I greatly dislike my haha laugh, and it irks me every time it happens because it sounds so much like Attorney Birdman at Law, which is a trash cartoon for trash people. That's what it sounds like. It basically makes fun of all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. So, like, it's a mess. It's absolutely a mess. And that's what my laugh sounds like. It sounds like Stephen Colbert's character. Just see if I can get a soundbite. I think that would trigger a copyright warning. Oh, there's our doggo. The doggos should go be friends. Blue, why aren't you socializing? Honey, this mammoth needs help. Singing quietly. 4 beyond milk, whiskey fed, and... Oh! Wet years. Wet years? That's a random thing to say someone. Probably. Who knows? First thing I tried anyway down here by this little blue box, it took all the gears out and dried each one by hand, and then I loaded them back in again. That took care of the grinding sound, but her trunks keep doing that sparking, clanking, whipping thing. To be honest with you, I'm not really qualified for this work. Kate's a friend, you know how it is, don't you? Kate was asking if you needed anything when we stop. Hell, I don't know, scratch ticket. I think she meant like parts. Oh, I wouldn't know if I did. How do you guys know each other? Let's be nosy. So, ever walked through rolling farmland? This is exhausting. Sure, along the highway. Along the highway, that's what I mean. Or smaller roads. Well, I sure did. I slept under or over fences, and I walked barefoot with the seeds where they were just planted, until the earth with my toes. God, those seeds did not grow. Hey, I should tell you where I left my shoes. Did you know I'm a classically trained organist? It's true. Look at these long fingers and pedal-gripping toes. It doesn't matter. A minor in French literature earned me a position teaching Artratuzula at the university. Well, some shitty governor cut state funding for our department, and I was demoted to mopping floors. running wiring through walls or in other dangerous places. I even operated the soundboard at the student theater. I left my shoes there at the university. It was a protest. Walked without shoes for something important or tragic. I ended up by the shore, and soon I was drifting along the echo. I ran for a while above ground, then. It doesn't anymore, but I prefer subterranean waters anyway. Kate brings me along, and I record what I see and hear. I try to help with maintenance. I drop off the mail and pick up the trash. On occasion, I take them home. Anyway, that's all I try to remember anymore. I listen to the river stories, and my O stories get fainter and fainter. Well, I just keep drawing gears, I guess. Oh, hello, Ezra. Where did you even come from? Whoa, slow down. It's slippery on the deck. Do you have batteries? Yeah, of course. What for? Johnny said I can use his tape recorder, but it needs a battery. Oh, fun. Well, search his pockets. Makes rustling noise. Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry. Here's 4 different kinds. Surely one of these should fit. Oh god. He's gonna electrocute himself. Thanks! Goodbye, small child. Where are we going? Did I click something? Oh, I'm controlling the little one. Alright, you're gonna talk to Will now. You got your battery, small man. Go get you some tape. Okay, bye. Child. Can I pick a door? Ooh, can I play with the doggos? No? Can I not go up? Alright, well, let's just go in then. Okay. Whoa. Doggo right there. Excuse me. There's a kitten in here. I don't know why is it so slanted. Alright, let's talk to musicians. John Gatsby here. 2 gym buckets. Really? You were entranced? You don't remember this? It's okay, we've seen a lot of concerts. Serrano opened, his tape machine was broken or something. It got really cosmic. Right, the flower shop. I remember that show. Sorry, Clara. Well, you have a second chance to hear it tonight. That was fast. Got the batteries? Let's see. Perfect, this one will do. So you hit this button here to record. Hold it right here so you don't cover the microphone with your hand. I bet you'll find a lot of good sounds just around the tugboat. There's plenty of tape in there, so don't be stingy with it. Just record anything that catches your ear. It really changes the way you listen. For the better, I mean. Are you playing a concert tonight? Yeah, Clara here came all the way from Lithuania just to do this Echo River gig. Haha! It's a tour. Tomorrow I will be in Nashville, and then Atlanta, and then over to the coast. Brutal. Well, we're lucky she's making a stop. Johnny and I saw her play once, and I remember loving it, and Johnny was moved. Speaking of Serrano, it's his night at the Rum Colony. Kate said she usually stops off there. Well, that's ideal. I'm supposed to meet a lady there to look at some old engine parts about 3 hours ago. 3 hours go fast at the Rum Colony, ma'am. I bet she's still there. I hope we don't stop there too long. My concert is soon. I don't want to keep them waiting. Nah, it's river time. Not everybody expects you to be punctual. Hey, why don't you give that tape recorder a try? See if that cat over there has anything he wants to say. I often use found sounds in my music. If you find some interesting sounds tonight, you can help me out. Where's this kitten? Ah, well, there's a record symbol, so I guess the kitten's behind here. Hello? Does the kitten want to speak? Excuse me. You're missing an arm, dude. Oh my god, he's turning into one of those skeleton men. I don't care about the cat. This is more important. Where is your arm? Were you just waiting for me to click? What? Are we trading peeps now? You're missing an arm, my friend. You know, it's the strangest thing. I can't remember why I came up here. Fresh air? Maybe. It's homey in that cabin, though. And warm. It's just that thing about... What was it? When you walk through a door? When you go into the kitchen for something, and as soon as you pass from one room into another, you forget what you wanted. You have to walk back out just to remember. Like you left a part of your brain behind. Hey, if I could follow that brain crumb trail all the way back to the room I was born in. Looks cold down there. And dark. You weren't in the cabin long. Get any sleep? I had a weird dream. Did you really find beer? I thought you were drinking coffee. Yeah, that's when you get the strangest dreams, when you nod off, right? Just kind of dip your toes into sleep and some weird image floats by and takes a nibble. Home slice. You need a nap. Go lay down. Why are you being weird? It looks cold, doesn't it? Yeah, better keep that kid away from the edge. A person could easily fall in. He's been exploring. He seems to keep himself entertained. It's good for him. It's important to know how to be alone. What's up, huh? You look like there's something you want to ask. Fine, you can ask it. One question. Do you really have to go work at the hard times is my real question. Didn't seem so bad, did it? You're literally turning into a glowing skeleton man. It's a way to live. I mean, rent a bed, eat at the cafeteria. Not like I have a choice. I think you do have a choice. I've got to repay my debt. Hell, I should be grateful for the opportunity. If you want to die with any dignity, you've got to saddle up. That's why it's such a damn shame when people go sudden. No. This wasn't a debt that you, incurred naturally. What? Are we done? I wanted to play on the boat some more. Oh no, I don't want this life. I thought he said he didn't like the Zero. But if this is the Echo, it looks exactly like the Zero, but in boat form. I'm sure I talk too much. Everyone on this river does. The problem is that we listen twice as much as that. We're only telling you half of the stories we hear. Kate told me that I ought to have been a photographer. She said, you have an uncanny way of having been in a place at the time the thing happened there, and that's the hardest part, taking a photograph anyway. Nice of her to say, but it isn't true. Though I know just about every story on this river, most of them I've picked up, second, third, or fourth hand, and so on. Listening, see? Now, I know what you're gonna ask, so I'm gonna answer it. Yeah, I'm sure they're all true. I personally believe a story gets more true as it's tossed around from brain to brain, and the whole community brings their insight to bear on the brittle facts of the experience. There are a few echoes of river stories I witnessed directly. I saw that big owl migration pass through. You might have heard about that. I was there when the old train station flooded. I saw the ghost of Stephen Bishop brew up a white lightning on a raft. Or, anyway, I talked to a few sailors who recently crossed paths with him, and I suspect sampled his wares. One night when I was working on the Mucky Mammoth, we picked up a gaggle of passengers headed down to the mail drop by the silo of Late Reflections. I knew a couple of them in passing, a pair of traveling musicians whom I often encountered on the river. The others were strange to me at the time, a young woman, a small boy, and an old man whose name I didn't catch. Oh, and a smelly old dog. We docked at the gas station so the Mammoth could refuel. Ezra, okay, I don't want Ezra to stay on the boat. That makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Ezra followed Junebug and Johnny into the gas station. Yes. I don't like the idea of a small child being left by himself. Act 4, Scene 2. A gas station. Doesn't look like Echoes. We cut it close. I usually find this place upriver. Everybody's on the lake tonight. The gas station moves around. Sure, it's not anchored or anything. Could be anywhere up and down the Echo. You just kind of run into it when you need it, or hopefully a little before you need it. I usually stop here once a night, though, to be honest, I'm not sure it's even the same one. It doesn't have a name or anything, and I never really pay attention to who's behind the counter. Anyway, it's nice to see you two. Most of my regular passengers must have held up elsewhere, and they're joining me tonight. I think it's that storm, I think. I know, I'm just looking at him. He's just running everywhere. Look at him go! Like, it has a lot of energy. It's got to be past his bedtime or something, right? He's a maverick, yes. Sounds familial. Familiar? Haha. Obnoxious laugh. You don't have any of your own, I mean. No? I guess not. I just realized you two come through here so often. We chat about all kinds of stuff, but I never thought to ask about your family. We're all the family we need. That's sweet. So, how about that storm upstairs? Did you two get caught in it? I heard it kind of roamed around, uncertain. I'm sure we'll hear all about it tomorrow. Flooding, property damage, probably killed a few tomatoes. It's got the river churning. Everyone's headed to the lake here, where the water's calmer. I myself don't mind navigating a chopping river. Not at all. I've got a good feel for it. Plus, it's better for fungal growth. High water consumes the cave moss, and their wet wings clump together in these little balls of nutrient-dense mushroom food, jammed by the current here, and they're stuck between the rocks. You have never seen a mushroom grow like a soggy cave moth carcass. Huh. That's an image. Amazing. If I can get the day off, Belle and I would be out all day tomorrow at the harvest. I mean it. They'll be ready by tomorrow, and mushroom will grow just as fast as you can pump water into it. Hey, are you two headed out this way tomorrow? Maybe I could send Val ashore with you for a few hours. She's got a remarkable nose for mushrooms. You wouldn't even need to know what to look for. Put a bag around her neck, and she'll bring them right back to you. Yeah! Yeah, there's no room on a bike for a dog. Unfortunately. Like, you'd have to hold the dog in your lap, and I don't think I trust a dog to not jump off his lap, and I don't think I trust Johnny to, hold the dog correctly. She can curl up in the sidecar. I'll sit on my legs. You think that until you try it. Silence. So, I should get back aboard. No rush. I just want to brew some tea before we get underway. Headed into the station. Thought I grabbed some black coffee for the old man. He's looking a bit waterlogged. Sure, don't want him falling asleep on you. Nah, he'll be alright. He seems like the type who can hold his liquor. Seems like he has a little experience, I mean. Alright, I get it. Whole place drinks a lot. I get it. Can we take care of him, though? Because he's literally falling apart. Hey, while you're in there, could you remind the gas station attendant this fuel is on my tab, charged to the Monkey Mammoth? Oh, and Will wanted a scratch ticket. Thanks. I think I'll just watch the lake for a bit, ma'am. Alright, can you also watch Ezra, who I don't see on the screen because I was looking at the words. Look at this doggo. So well behaved. What do you think of the other dog we've got on board, Val? Blue came along with that old man drinking up all your beer. I'm a little worried about that guy, to be honest. Good thing he seems to be traveling with friends. So, could you fit in the sidecar? Aww. This is like me talking to doggos. If I sat on my legs, you can curl up in the base. She's an excellent driver. Maybe we can still talk her into it. Looking for crystals? Why do you assume I'm looking for crystals? That's an excellent question. They've got them on sale. All kinds of folks come in here looking for crystals. There's a few over there with milky white shocks through the middle, like you caught a piece of cloud. People seem to like those a lot. Yep. Popular crystals. You work on the mammoth? I can add it to your tab. Oh, you know the tugboat. The Captain Kate said I'd have to remind you. Sure, they're here every night. It's okay, I have one of those faces. Forgettable. I wouldn't say that. It's okay, I learned to accept it. In fact, I've learned to cherish it. There's dignity in being forgotten, letting the crowd flow around you unspoiled. I used to live in a city, I mean a real city, Cleveland, Ohio. I had some family money then, and I didn't have to work. I lived in hotels, and daylight I walked wherever the people were. My only duty to the crowd was its observer, its historian, its detective, its poet. Well, the money ran out, and I dispersed with the rest of them. I took my duties with me here, to Lake Leaf and Echo River. I live behind this counter. Anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity. And yourself? Sure, something like that. I like to keep moving. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I can't help it myself. I travel at the pleasure of the current. We keep the crystals on the shelf over there. Buy one, get one free, of equal or lesser symmetry. Okay, Norman's probably this guy who just sat here. Crystals are rough and dirty. Some are damp. They must have come out of the river. Johnny seems distant. Maybe. Junebug tries to scrape some green algae off a large specimen, examining it for the kind of cloudy inner formation the Pinhead said was so popular. What would it be like to travel with one more? Ha, okay. You? And a few numbers are woven. Lock you? Even supposing it's possible to take another passenger long term. Yeah, ask. Communication is the key for everything to get along. This isn't algae at all. It's a decayed plastic bag caught on a rock. Shit, that flood water washed you halfway up to the sea. I was looking for you down by New Coinsburg. Same as usual, but ain't nobody there, and the river's deep as an elephant's. Oh, I didn't see you there, ma'am. Pardon my language. You didn't even finish. What elephant? No, where are you headed? Well, in fact, I'm headed right here. Glad to have found it at last. I expect you must be Loretta. Enchanted to meet you. Sorry I'm late. Hey, it's not coming onto flowery or something. Enchanted. Repeating it now. It seems a little bit silly. I'm not Loretta, but I think you'll do fine with Enchanted. Well, thanks for saying so. Now I'm double embarrassed. Right, you picked a real weird place to be. You're probably right about that. I guess I thought it'd be neutral territory when we both live on the river. It's not very romantic, though, is it? I met Loretta on the computer. We met each other there, I guess we spoke through the computer and agreed to meet. I don't know the terminology. I haven't dated in quite a while. But back when I met Greta, that's my wife. Excuse me, my ex. Or maybe I am her ex? I don't know how to say it. Anyway, back then there wasn't such a thing as computers at all. I mean, there probably was, but I never heard of one. I've worked in textiles. Textiles definitely have computers. So, here I am. So what's your plan when Loretta shows up? Oh, maybe head down to the rum colony. Shoot, I forgot to ask if she likes to drink. You really never know these days. I guess first I'd ask her about that. If she doesn't like rum, I'd maybe try to take her by the Bat Sanctuary. It's pretty romantic in a sense. I mean, misty valleys and ruined churches romantic, not like flowers and chocolates romantic. I see. Of course, they've got that memorial there. That's a little depressing, actually. Maybe we'd settle around that. Damn it all, I guess I probably missed her. I wonder if she'd agree to meet me again. I'm sure she'll understand with the weather at all. Nice of you to say so. Well, I guess I'll head on back. No, wait a little bit. Hey, supposing Loretta doesn't want to see me after all. My card is full. Oh, no, sorry, that's not what I meant. Well, I mean, actually, I want to ask you for some advice. I had to type up a sort of autobiography for the computer date. I spent a lot of time on it, but I only got one reply, and that was Loretta herself. I was happy to meet her, but supposing she's lost interest now. Do you think you can maybe give me some feedback? It's only a paragraph or so. I have it all memorized. I spent so damn long writing it. Alright, here's how it goes. I am a good-natured man, retired, and spend most of my time sailing the Echo River, riding currents of subterranean gas in that strange invisible wind that moans out the small tunnels along the beak. Seeking a companion to map the river with me, I have 2 grown children, but they live far away. No goofballs. I think this tells me nothing about you. It makes you sound incredibly serious. The wind was weird. I wanted to show my poetic side. I'll save that for the yes, please, Lord. What was that about goofballs? Yeah, why you want... I mean, like, serious inquiries only. Yeah, don't do that. Because everyone's on the site for the same reason. Haha, you might be right about that. I think the children's fine. People want to know what they're getting into. Alright, you'll be fine. Alright, thanks for your help, ma'am. Really, renewed my confidence. I'm ready to get back on that computer. You have a good night now. What's left of it, anyways. Did we buy the stuff we needed? Alright, let's go. What's that? It's a crystal. I bought it for you. Wow, thank you, ma'am. Hey, could you hold on to it for a minute? I'm going to look around inside. Wish me luck. Good luck? Question marks? Are you going to buy her crystal too? Who are you down here? Alright, talk to the doggo. Did my Johnny talk your ear off out here? I suspect there are some things he could only say to animals. I guess it's just how people are. Different thoughts for different listeners. Yeah. Cool. Hey man, how's your night? Yeah, another quiet. Where are you headed? Helping some new friends make a delivery, or along the ride anyway. Well, even if you're not doing the heavy lifting or navigating or whatever, a passenger contributes to the journey too. I never travel, but I do love travelers. That's what I like about this job. The travelers come to me. Do you live nearby? I live here. There's a cot in the back. Nobody ever notices it. Not that I do much sleeping, really. But sometimes I lay on it anyway, just to keep it in shape. Well, let me know if I can help you find anything. What does it even say? Glory, it is good to be among friends. Why aren't you shouting? Suit yourself. Why? What are you so excited about? I can't help it. Every time I step onto that boat alone, I think this could be the very last time. And then every time I come ashore, back among people, I think... Glory, it is good to be among friends. Why get on the boat in the first place? It's a ritual of remembrance for me. Tonight particularly. It's my boyfriend. It's my birthday. I am 5 years old. Do you know why I say that? Well, I'm gonna tell you. 5 years and some days ago, I set out on the Echo River alone, or so I thought at the time. I was looking for an ice floe. They are occasionally rumored to travel our humble artery on their way from who knows where to who knows where. Who knows why? It's a mystery. An hour into the journey, my lantern gave out. Now, I always carry 3 or 4 spares. You'll never catch me in the dark again. Lesson learned, buddy. But that night, when the lantern went out, I was stuck in the dark. I kept my arm extended, running my fingers along the cave wall, trying to keep my bearing as best I could, and at least make sure I wasn't going in circles. I just prayed I'd find another traveler who knew his way back to the lake or above ground, or even just a crack in the rock to get a glimpse of moonlight. I had a large bag of apples with me. After a long while, maybe a day, I was getting weak, and so I took my hand down from the rock to tear the bag open. Well, when I reached back out, I couldn't find the cave wall anymore, or any other. I was totally unmoored, buddy, totally adrift. And it was so dark. I started counting time and apples eaten. I drifted in despair for 4 apples. Then I schemed and planned and dreamed for 2 apples. Finally, I came to accept my fate, lost at sea. And this phase, I think, would have continued indefinitely had I not come down to the very last damned apple. Picture me, feeling around in an empty bag, certain that somehow there was another one of those fist-sized chunks of life-giving fruit, already softened by time and probably an unappetizing brown. Nope, that was it. Just as I was about to bite into my last meal, I felt a tickle on my upper lip. It hatched right then. Couldn't have been a moment later I would have eaten it. My last apple was infested by a damn fruit fly maggot. That is absolutely disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. That is so disgusting. Oh my god, I have to go brush my teeth. Ugh. Jesus Christ. I don't like bugs. Well, that should have been the end of it. I should have eaten that apple and that fly while I was at it and put an end to our little food chain suicide pact. But I waited, out of mercy. After all, this fly was basically a newborn child, right? A gross insect child, but still a child, right? Born into darkness and famine, hungry and alone. I mean, can you imagine that? No other flies out there on the boat, and never would be. No other flies to welcome him into the world. I mean, no fly culture, no fly society, no fly history. A true orphan. I started to get depressed just thinking about it. Worked out a thick tear. I'm not ashamed to say. Well, that fly landed on my cheek, right under my left eye, right on that salty teardrop. And then blindy glory, his ass lit up like a candle. That wasn't a fly, but that was a damn lightning bug. So, that's how come I'm here today for you folks. Only because I found my way out of that strange river cave by the dim light rear of some orphan insect hatched out of my last rotten apple. Glory, is it good to be among friends? You're a loony. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go to Junebug. That guy's a trip. That gas station attendant, did you talk to him? He's funny. He actually reminds me of the frog we had for a bit. I thought it was a toad. Frog you... Yeah, I thought it was a toad. Oh, is there a difference? I mean, I think frogs live in clear water, but they could live in trees. Huh? I never knew. Alright. Oh, hold on. So how does the gas station attendant remind you of a frog? Oh, I don't know, because he's like this hawk, I guess. Maybe we should pick up another one. A frog, or a cat, or an iguana, or something. Feeling lonely, Cricket? Not exactly. Not like that guy in the gas station. That guy lets the world wash over him, static like a rock. But you and me both together, I mean, we're always moving, always changing. I think it's because we feel safe with each other, you know? Free. We can try stuff out, change our clothes, swap parts around, just play. I'm not lonely, just curious. With another person to play with, what else could we be? You might be right, Cricket. You really think so? Wow, I thought I'd have to wear you down a little, like I did with the gerbils. Jesus, how many pets have you had? Oh, that's Kate. Time to hit the road. River, I mean. Okay. See that small brick building? It used to be an upholstery shop. Now it's inhabited by a very skilled taxidermist, whose art is greatly in demand. When it was an upholstery shop, it didn't see nearly as much business. The shop's old name has been lost to time and weather. This was decades ago, and the only trace of it now is the grade frame. Oh my god, when it moves, I get so confused. Is the grade frame of an old sign behind new lettering, which now reads Trapper, Stalker, and Sportsman. And then below, smaller, no specimen is too exotic, no arrangement is too fanciful. Some of the upholstery equipment is still there, too. Excuse me, goodness gracious. And still sees active use. Elise is a resident artist, though. She's not the owner of the shop. It's owned by a reclusive ex-convict named Judah. Very little is known about him. His crimes generally seem to be violent or otherwise gruesome in some detail, though of course that's all speculation and probably comes from the association with the taxidermy business, even though he never so much as skins a squirrel. He's more like a silent partner. I guess those are the ones you're supposed to keep an eye on. But Judah is old, and keeps to himself, and the consensus seems to be that he paid his debt to society, whatever that debt may have been. No, I definitely want to see the video collection. The description of it earlier was strange. But I also don't want to miss stuff. Let's go.